What's up, y'all? We on this live chat as I try to locate my water. Sorry about that. Now, this is a live chat for those who didn't know. What's good? Well, the title said what we were going to be talking about today. Now, Naperville is in the house. Wow. Well, here's the news. I don't know if you remembered, I told you guys how rappers didn't have insurance. And some of these major concerts, they have insurance and plans in place in case things go, left. Same thing happened with Drake. But fortunately for him, his concerts aren't insured because he's a big enough act. But back in the day, these type of things didn't exist in our world. So those are the type of things that people fight for and you don't deem it as important, but that's the reason why Meek Mill was slapped up in a lawsuit and artists get slapped in the lawsuits. So this way you're protected in case anything happens in the concert, you're not going to be blamed. And the same thing happened in this case where this lady was raped by one of the security guards at a Nashville concert going to see Drake and Future. So because of it, this broke out into a bigger issue than what it should have been. No, the problem was very simple. And what I mean by that is, how Drake has anything to do with that, because he's the act. His managerial company, the people that hired this guy, had a criminal record and worked the security. So the security company gets sued, Drake gets sued, the management company gets sued. But people names can get removed when you have insurance in these situations to block the artist from the situation. And that's why Drake and Future's name got removed from the lawsuit, because it wasn't anybody in their camp that they brought with them. It wasn't their personal security. It was the security that was hired by the venue. They're the ones that's responsible for this. Or did you get it? Oh, what's gonna happen now is the fact that they're gonna remove those two out of the way, and then everybody else will be able to proceed with the case. It's still other people that are faceless, like managers and things like that, that are caught up into this. That's why I keep telling you, it's so much that goes on in a concert, as far as planning and who's doing what, that you really just don't know. You can't trust everything to go a certain way out here. Well, I try to multitask when I do, Mike. And the only thing I was doing was telling them that they did not send out the notification to the talking with YouTube to tell them they didn't send out the notifications for the link here. Not always. It's not always just the people who placed it. The artist can be sued too. As you've seen in many other cases, you've seen Meek Mill get sued. You've seen a lot of people get sued when a fight or something break out or an incident happen at a concert and they don't have insurance. See, when you got insurance for the venues and you're insured, these type of things are protected against. It protects your interests so that you don't go down for nothing crazy. You know how many people got injured and hurt at a rock concert? But they got an ambulance there. They got people with medics. How many ambulances do you see hanging out at a rap concert? But if you go to a Drake concert, you'll see one. That's because they protected their interests. No, I haven't. The Rick Ross thing, I've heard very little about it. So that's why I haven't really responded or said anything. Besides what 50 Cent put out, until I see it hit like notifications or something, then I'll speak on it. But other than that, nope. Oh, you just got here. There was a lawsuit against Drake and Future for a girl who was sexually assaulted and raped at a Nashville concert. Security guard said he could take her to the back to meet the artist, where he took her into a dark alley, shoved her down, and sexually assaulted her. Hey, what's good, Mr. A60? So, yeah, she was shoved down to the ground, and all of these acts took place, and that was that. But this had nothing to do with the artist. It wasn't their security. It wasn't Drake's security, wasn't Future security, wasn't they homeboys, nothing. The guy, they arrested him, so they got their case. She's just suing everybody. You're right, notifications aren't working. I sent out a message to them right away to let them know that the notifications aren't working again. more the things change, the more they stay the same. And oh yeah, I did see this clip of this video you guys were talking about when somebody was mentioning my name. And boy, oh boy, oh boy, was I ever disappointed in one other person in that video. And all I got to say to you is I won't be giving attention to a guy that shouldn't. No more. I used to give you props, boy. Boy, I tell you, sometimes these people, they put themselves in a position and their head get bigger than their body. My goodness. I used to give that guy props all the time. Then he come out and go sideways just because he got somebody on the side of him that he like or getting him some views. Sickening. But when people show you who they are, believe them, baby. Believe them. It's been abused since it started, Mike. They did absolutely nothing. That was the problem. I mean, they didn't do anything, and they were blamed for it. Because that's what you naturally do. You start from the artist, and that's how it gets, national attention. You put Drake name and Future name on there. So they just had won the lawsuit that got them kicked and removed from the lawsuit. So now they are off the sexual harassment lawsuit, which is a good thing. No, I didn't see that. Thank you, Mr. Zulu. No, no, I didn't. But I guarantee you, I understood him. I understood him to the fullest. No, it wasn't really lonely. Nah, I didn't. I didn't. I didn't get to see that. Tyrone. I guess she was thinking about the song. You can call me Tyrone. This doesn't even show up. Boy, their system is so flawed. Super flawed. If I didn't get a text about it, I ain't finna go crazy about it. You won't see me jump up in arms and do none of that. Until I get a text about it, I ain't saying nothing else about it. So, like I said, if the Raw situation presents itself, then we go from there. But so far, we've seen nothing from Rick Ross situation to get the full story. I had hoped that we can get a Boxing Day. Well, you don't do that to a person who might be fighting for their life. That might have been the call. I don't even know. No, they're saying he had a seizure or something. But until I see it somewhere legit, I'm not finna roll with something like that. That's very serious. But 50 Cent was the first one to really put something out that I've seen about Rick Ross. But let me get off this live, and then if I find out something, I'll let y'all know. And for those other ones, and for those other people out there, go rewind the video back and you get caught up with the lawsuit situation. Peace.